Welcome, welcome back to TargetLockTV. My name is Simon, and with me today I have actually two guests. We got Cameron Dunn from SydneyCitySpaceSlugs, and we also have Akhter, team captain of Team Australia. Welcome, Akhter, and welcome, Cameron.
Hello.
How are you guys?
How lucky for TargetLockTV having two incredible Australians on stream.
Oh, thank you. I feel blessed. Let's see.
I am good. I am good, and thank you for having me on, and also having Suresh on earlier as well. A nice little bit of cross pollination there, having us on the stream. I appreciate it.
No, it's great. I'm all for that kind of sort of crossover things because it builds community and yeah.
And it's fun, and it's a lot of fun.
It is, and it also helps me do my job a little bit better. Because, yeah, I don't know. Well, we all witnessed the brutal slaying of Sweden earlier today.
Oh, don't say that. You guys got us in the day. Yesterday we weren't feeling so hot. I can tell you that for free.
But we still got 2 games to go.
We got 2 games to go, and now it's down to the wire, right?
Indeed, we have Archibald Zimonyi versus Michael Turner, and I will just flip the players around or the overlay so that it suits the stream. So, Cameron, would you like to, before the player starts, would you like to read out Michael's list for us, please, today?
I would love to. There's a lot to read out. So this is, as everyone would know it, the double fire spray, cis fire spray squad. Very popular at the moment, but Michael's is a little bit different, so I will run through it. We've got Django Fett in the fire spray, of course. He's got a jamming beam, seasoned navigator, which is probably the extra spice in Mike's squad here. After you reveal your dial, set your dial to another non-red maneuver of the same speed, and then just increase the difficulty of it. Sort of like a pseudo scum Slave 1 title. Then thermal detonators, contraband cybernetics. Then he's got Zam Wessel with jamming beam, Count Dooku, thermal detonators, contraband cybernetics, the separatist version of the Slave 1 title, and then Boba Fett and in the gunner, which is just a lot of mods on Zam Wessel. She's going to be hard strapped to not have mods in this game.
Indeed, and on Sweden's side we got Archibald running Colonel Vessery with Crackshot. We got Vader with fire control system and Seventh Sister with fire control system. It's no nonsense list. Let's see what he can do with it today. So, thank you for joining us, Akhter. It was a little bit of a last-minute call there, but I don't know if you would like to hang out with us or if you got other engagements. Then we can.
No, I'm free. I'm happy to hang out as long as you guys are happy.
Yeah. If you would like to, I have put up a live feed in the Discord so that you can follow the game in real time and not on the delay, which is on the YouTube channel.
Okay. Let me do that because that would be a lot. Definitely. Yes, I'm in that, I think. Yeah.
So, Akhter, how have you been watching? I'm assuming you've watched every streamed Australia game because how dare you if you haven't?
I didn't watch Ben's game because I was too busy worrying about my game.
Well, fair enough, actually, that's true because you were on stream at the same time.
Yeah.
But how have you found the games so far?
So this round. For Australia, in my opinion, was the hardest round. So, and what I mean by that is, you know how you do your pairing process? We found that the pairing process was a real issue with Sweden because it was a tough one. It was a really tough pairing list. So, believe it or not, with the other 2 countries, Chile and Spain, we actually felt we had a better matrix in our games, whereas this was much more close when it comes to the pairing process. So we knew this was going to be a crazy tight round. Whilst we're nearly finished, I don't think I'm giving too much away. I was definitely paired into a bad pairing, which we knew was coming, but we were prepared to do that to give, we hope, some better pairs.
So not giving away anything there. Wonderful. Very smart.
But it was a very, very, very tight game with, I mean, I was really pleased to play Nicholas. Not played him before. Super tight game. I was very pleased how it went. I bait the fact that I made one mistake and I've been berating myself for it, but very, very tight game, and on a game that I probably should have lost anyway. But I nearly stole it. But that was a super tough game, and that was what you want. I mean, it's like, you know, really tough games right down to the wire. I mean, the last 2 games I've just watched, you know, I need a new pair of underpants, you know, with the last 2 games that I've watched. So it's like it's super good, and you know, we thought Ben was going to win his game, Ben Doyle, and he narrowly lost his, and so it's super tight games, mate, super tight. So two to go, and at least we've got a chance to. We got 2 bites of the cherry. Yeah. Shall we say that?
Let's see.
But I would say one other thing is I do feel sorry for Sweden. I didn't, whilst I have this is no slight or disrespect to Team USA, I did not feel that Sweden deserved to lose 6-1 that first round.
No, neither did I. But no, but it was great games, and.
Super good games. I mean, you're playing the best players in the US as well, or some of the best players in the US, because obviously not everybody can get on the team. But you know, fantastic team.
I've learned a valuable lesson not to be too quick typing in the chat when there is 2 minutes left of the game.
Oh, God. Yeah, been there.
So as the captain of both of the players right now, can you guys reveal? I mean, you can say no, but can you reveal where you had this game either side, given it's in progress right now? Akhter, is this a good matchup for you? And Simon, was this a good matchup for you guys?
I put it down as a neutral matchup, and we got
the same.
Yeah, we got a point system. Which I'm not going to go deeper into, but
share your secrets.
Yeah, the matchup with America ended up on 13 points, and the matchup against Australia ended up on 19 points, which is tougher. So let's see how the point system actually works. But
we are already doing better.
Yeah,
so.
We don't know who wins this one either. This one, unfortunately, and this is where it goes back to that pairing where we knew the pairings were really tight. At one stage, I was very excited because I was thinking that if I somehow managed to get Nicholas in a win on a red matchup, that actually would give us a really big bonus for this round. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. But it's interesting. So if Michael can turn this around here, then I can breathe a lot easier when Tom plays his game, because then Tom can just have fun.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I actually really want Archie to take this one out, because then that means that the game that we'll be streaming in about 2.5 hours has even more weight to it, and we can draw a huge crowd. That's very selfish of me, I know, but
you bad Australian.
Mike won't take it personally. I know Mike won't take it personally. But then I really want Tom to win because he's a slug. But on this game right now, though, the matchup itself, I think I agree, fairly neutral. I think Vader can really do some good work on just wearing Zam Wessel down, and Vessery and Seventh Sister moving well before both of the fire sprays, though I do think works at a little bit of a disadvantage, because I know Mike favors those boosts a lot. I've seen him fly this squad quite a few times, and he really loves to. If he's got the boost there, if it'll get him a shot or get him out of arc, he will take it. So I think that Vessery and Seven Sister will have to try and keep their arcs nice and wide to try and catch the fire sprays.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because, you know, the one thing I liked about the Swedish list is Nicholas's list is really good because it's a fantastic list against swarms, and you know you're going to have swarms, and then it's a really good list to shepherd lists in the pairing process, because we saw that was being held in the early stages of the pairing process, and we knew why, and we were sitting there thinking, well, okay, well, we're going to have to manage this out as best as we can, and we knew we'd have to sacrifice somebody. So unfortunately I was the one that had the tire tracks over his chest and was thrown in front of it, but it's interesting because the list is very different, and this list is obviously very reliable. It's very simple, but it's very reliable on Archibald's side.
And that's usually such a boon as well, is the simplicity. Because Mike, I am sure, has all his triggers tattooed across his forearm, he has a lot going on here. And a mistake is easy to make. I mean, we saw it in that last game, although it didn't really end up meaning too much. But Swedish Mike could have boosted off that rock and maybe threatened a little bit more to come back around using the pattern analyzer.
And he wouldn't have been hit with a crit because he wouldn't have got the range to shot from Annie. Correct.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I'm kicking myself in my game against Nicholas because I shot Paylob at range 1, and I probably should have not shot him and kept another ship alive just to make it more difficult for the next turn. I mean, it could have paid off because Paylob, you know, if you do any damage to Paylob, and you can then threaten Paylob, but it's those things, you know, you have to make some calls. But missing triggers, I haven't missed any triggers so far, touch wood. Missing triggers is it feels bad when you look at the trigger and you go, actually, that could have won me the game, or that could have put me in a really good position if I forgot it. So it's tough.
Indeed.
So I think that is going to be one of the things, the mental fatigue. Even though Mike is only flying 2 ships, there is a mental fatigue there because you have only 2 ships, and every move you make counts, and you've got to sort of commit to a ship here. And it looks like perhaps Mike is at least committing. He's definitely committing to that top side of the board, but whether or not he's committing into Seventh Sister, well, I guess we'll have to see. I can't imagine him doing a 4 straight down there and leaving his side to Vader.
No, I mean, I think if he does that, that's he's opening himself up into a really bad place, isn't he?
Do you think keeping these 2 fire sprays close together like this is a good plan, guys?
To be honest, I think it is.
I like it. I actually like it against this list because it's a problem if, you know, whilst these ships are amazing and you can see the K-turns from the, you know, if the defender can do all sorts of crazy stuff, it's a really dangerous situation for those ships because bumps are a real problem. And they've got to really think about the ordnance because, you know, that can really hurt these ships. It's interesting.
That's a bump, yeah?
The bump is definitely a solid plan. It looks like. It does look like Archie wants to try and take down Zam. Zam is... I'm in 2 minds about it because I think Zam is... I'm pretty sure she's the most expensive ship on the board. She has a lot of really good endgame potential if Vader isn't there anymore. Mm-hmm. But she takes so long to put down, and you sort of, while you're focusing in on Zam, Django still does a lot of work. So he's sort of thrown Seven Sister here to the Wolves, and just... Good thing, I don't think he's got the range 1 there, so Seventh Sister should be fine and get out of this one and takes at least a decent shot into Django, sorry there. But yeah, I always get a bit worried going all in on Zam just because she takes so long to deal with. But again, she's a good endgame ship, so it's a bit of two minds.
Yeah, it's I mean, you don't want Sam to be the endgame ship with her double attacks, and you don't want to shoot at her in the beginning. It's a double-edged sword, but I think you just gotta deal with it. We got the reroll for fire control system, converts with a force, and the automated crit. Ooh, takes 1. Reveals cards. Makes a target lock on Vader. Going for Vader here.
So after this engagement, I'll explain the quote-unquote genius of the Season Navigator on Django. People sort of questioning it in the chat, but we'll just watch this play out. So that was a swing and a miss down to Vader from Django into whoever Django was shooting into. Zem wishing she had a green focus token out there.
Spends target lock for 3 hits.
Happy with that. It was a free target lock, so her pilot ability already paying for itself.
Vader still got one force, but doesn't need it. 3 nades.
All right, now the I4s get to respond here. Vessery may have, yep, just got Zam there at range 3 through the rocks, so it's 3 into 4. There's no damage cards or anything down just yet, and no mods on Vessery's shot. But Vessery will get his lock from his ability though.
Yeah,
and
a charge.
And a charge, you're true. So Zam will get her lock and charge.
He decides not to shoot range 3 through the rock.
What do you think on that one, Simon? Because that's another one where it's a bit of that. Do you shoot? Sort of back in the what's his name? I've totally spaced on his name now. Dengar, do you? I mean, this is not nearly that level, right? You've taken a shot, you'll get your target lock, but she'll also get her target lock. Do you think it's a good move to not take the shot? My head always tells me take the shot.
Yeah, so do I. But then Archie's a better player than me, so I will not question his decisions.
That's why we're here. We commentate because we can't play, and that way we get to say whatever we want from our high horse and our mics. So a pretty an effectual round. You've got a shield down on Zam, but a charge up on Zam. So I guess it's not really a good trade, but I guess it wasn't for nothing. Vader is down a single force, so he's only on 2 force now as well. So there's a bit of resource on both sides down from that round, but really it's mostly even. But I will just quickly run through the sort of semi-genius, I suppose. Mike would call it a genius, of the Season Navigator on Django. So Django's pilot ability, while you defend or perform an attack, if the difficulty of your revealed maneuver is less than that of the enemy ships, change one of the enemy ship's eyeball results to a blank result. Totally fine. And Season Navigator means you can adjust your dial to the same speed to any maneuver of the same speed of what you've revealed, and then increase its difficulty. But due to the way that they've ruled it, that AMG have ruled it, Django, even if he reveals a 1 forward, which is blue, and then changes it, say, to a 1 hard, which is would become a red maneuver, it actually still counts as the blue maneuver. So Django is still easily able to get his ability off while executing, say, a red 1 hard using Seasoned Navigator. So that's sort of the semi-genius, I suppose, is that there's no downside. It doesn't remove Django's pilot ability by using Seasoned Navigator. So that's sort of what Mike and the Australian team are going for there.
Mm-hmm.
So positioning-wise, Vessery has... looks like he's got the 4 straight or the 3 straight pretty clear there. Do you think you take it? Do you just
dive
into the middle?
I think he dives in.
Yeah, because you block a Zam there at least.
I think he might even do a 4 straight and a boost to create a block.
Catch that middle and gum it up.
I think he does. I think if I was Mike, I'm 2 turning away with... I don't even know if 2 turning away will fit against...
Well, hopefully, I mean, Seven Sister won't be there, but she could just bump. I mean,
correct.
That is dangerous because you're right. If Zam even does just... I don't think that 2 hard fits.
I don't think it does. I think a 2 soft fits. I think a 2 soft fits. And I think... if he does a 4 straight and a boost, he does block it, but then he's not shooting with the defender. It's an interesting thing to analyze what other people are going to do. You look at your play, and then they do something that gets you, and you go, "Yeah, they're better at X-wing than I am." You know?
At least better at their list than you are. As well. You know what they're doing with their squad. You don't necessarily know what you're doing with their squad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a genuine question here is: I guess she probably doesn't want to, but Zam could drop a bomb because Django's probably just 4 straighting out of there, right? That probably fits. Just a 4 straight, even maybe a 3 bank. He just wants to use those rear rucks, and that's why I think Zam will try and maybe even just a 3 bank from Zam if she thinks that Vessery is going to come in there and try and gum up the works, if that maybe fits. I think Mike's plan probably here is just to get past everyone and start using the rear arcs.
Yeah, I can see that being the logical choice here. I mean, for me right now is I think Michael's a little jammed up. I think he has to take 2 soft left with Zam. Probably doesn't hit the rock. I think he's okay there if he does that because of the medium base. And I think he then even gets an ability to boost away if he has to, depending on, because he can see where the other ships are outside of Vader. So, that's important because 7th System may just bump.
So Vessery's come out and has got into that middle, but didn't take the boot. He hasn't really gummed up the works here. I think he's just saying, "Hey, Zam, if you're going to turn, I'm going to." Oh, he gets the block.
I'm going to
block the block. Yeah, that was a 3 bank, which is what I said. But I was sort of thinking, I was with you. I thought that Vessery would try and get right in front of Zam there.
Yeah, I would have.
That's not bad though. Given, Vader is out of there. I think this might end up being a good turn for Mike, just especially if Django bumps here. Vessery may not get a shot if Django bumps into 7th Sister, and there's no shots. No shots from Archie's side unless Vader does a roll here, which he's going to.
Focus roll.
Yep. So obviously the points don't allow for it, but do you think Vader hurts not having the afterburners?
Yes, 100%. Vader with no afterburners is a real... I mean, it's still good. Still good if you play it well, but afterburners on Vader are amazing.
It's hard once you get in the rocks because the barrel roll's all you've got, and it's hard to get that barrel roll to do real work for you when you can only go one side.
Range 1 there.
So...
Vader is going to take 2 shots at range 1 here.
And one is unmodded. The other one is sort of passively modded by two of Zam's abilities, actually. I think Boba Fett will be active, and Dooku, of course.
Only one?
Sorry, not Boba Fett.
That's one evade.
So that might be the only shot. I think that is the only shot that will come from Archie's side this turn. This could be a bad one.
Yeah.
But I've seen Vader do much more with much less.
So here we go. This is into Vader, I guess.
Indeed. No focus token.
It's a single hit. That's what having no mods will do for you.
And that's evaded.
Oh, that was unlucky. Statistically, I thought he'd do at least 2 hits, but then Vader should have got an evade for, so it equals out. But here is an issue because I think that target lock is on Vader, isn't it? Or did he?
No, he spent it last turn. So this is pretty much actually just double checking how the mods all work because he's got so many of them. This is pretty much just a Dooku. So probably you just Dooku a crit in here, just guarantee it.
Or you keep it and just use the Force.
Oh, whatever. I don't think he did spend it, so that was much better to not spend it. Oh, he did spend it. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh,
that's swings and roundabouts, right? Get nothing with an unmodded Django, and then not spend any mods on.
He won't take any more shots. So
this is where Vader. He was hoping Vader rolled what Vader rolled last turn.
Yeah, but I think Vader probably only takes 2 here, right? Statistically.
Takes 2. Yeah.
Takes 2.
So that shields down, which has opened up Vader for a Dooku crit in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful now. Does Vader have a good route out of here though? Maybe a 3 hard to the right, and because you've got to actually,
he's got.
Yeah, Django can't really turn in.
What's this shot?
I think that was just. They're just clearing up.
Yeah,
so it was only 1 shot. Big turn there for Mike. Or the Zam trigger.
Fully sharp.
Vader was in a good place because, in the sense of he got, I mean, it was unmodded shots, but imagine if 3 damage had gone through there. That's Vader on half, and that suddenly becomes a real problem. And now you're in a situation where Vessery could potentially do another block, but that means turning into the front of Zam, and Zam doesn't care if he gets blocked at this stage. I don't think. Zam's probably just going to do a 1 left, 1 soft left, and go. I don't care where you go, Vessery. If you block me again, you're not shooting me, and I still get my rear arc. And Vader has to think about what he does. Does he, he doesn't probably want a K turn here, but he'll think about it. My gut feel says that Django just goes straight.
Who has first player here?
I think it's Mike, because Mike's been shooting Django first.
Yeah. Okay. So if I'm Vader, I mean, a crazy move, but maybe not a terrible move. Could even be a 3 Talon. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but I suspect Mike is probably going to double drop bombs here. Maybe from both ships. A 3 Talon should get Vader far enough away from the Zam. Maybe not. Yeah, Vader's in a bit of a precarious spot here. If he turns to the left, he's taking a rear arc shot most likely. If he turns to the right, he's probably copping. He's still copping those bombs from Django if he drops them. Rough spot.
And I'm not sure if that defender. I think the defender's okay, but it's bloody tight. Does that defender go over that rock? A 4K probably gets him away from there, and then he can block Django potentially if Django goes straight. Oh, it's not easy.
Nope.
Again, I think Zam does a 1 soft left. That makes most sense. Still gets a really good rear arc potential shot. Doesn't care if the defender goes in front to block, because it just doesn't get shot. Still gets his arc out. And Zam just doesn't care about that. And then it's really a case of what's Django going to do. Yeah,
this is definitely a reset turn for Archie. He really needs to reset here. Don't worry about getting any shots on. You've just got to get your ships in a bit of a better position to come back around.
Yeah, because I don't think fifth brother or seventh sister K turns here, because she takes a bomb.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that cheeky, that easy little 3-bank left, a boost around, start coming back into the fight.
I think you've got to look at it, and Vader's logical choice is to go right somewhere so he avoids Django's bomb and gets
3 hard is probably safe. The only thing is with Mike can't really lean on Seasoned Navigator here, so I'd say a 4 forwards. Probably what he's got in there, expecting to 4 forwards boost.
I think 4 forwards what he's got, because he doesn't care if he gets bumped. There is a bomb that he'd have to eat, so he'd lose a shield. Because the Zam bomb, assuming he drops 1, I would drop only 1 at this stage, because I just don't think Archibald's going to be...
Zam hasn't dropped any bombs this turn.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, he's one straighted and just avoided that rock.
Jeez, 1 straight. Wow. I need to get my medication out. I need to bring my blood pressure down. Yeah, and as we suspected, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean that's a smart move from Mike, because what he's done here is he's got shots on Vader.
For now. But we see a barrel here. And we also saw that Archie is the one with the first player token.
First player, yeah. Okay, yeah, that definitely... The 3 hard was pretty smart there. And
that's not bad. That's good. So that was a bold move. That's why he didn't drop the bombs. He's got a target lock he's going to put on Vader. Yeah. He wants to put 1 damage in to get half points.
Because I didn't consider that an option simply because we thought Django was moving first. But if Django's moving second, this is definitely where you put yourself.
Yeah. And that's big, because now you're in a situation where Vader really just can't allow himself to get hurt here. It's going to be a lock.
Spence lock.
So after this engagement, I'll ask you a question about the squad, Akhter.
Yeah.
A question I've always wanted to ask.
We need a blank here.
Oh, Vader needs all paint. I'm going to be completely unbiased.
He takes 1.
And there's half point.
That's half. Luckily not a crit, but it is a damage card. And now you've got 2 health left on Vader and possibly 1 more shot. Essentially full mods. And no shot again this round from Archie. He's got it.
Yeah.
Range 3.
This is where Afterburners is just critical for this list. But you just can't afford it. You just can't.
Oof.
Oh, that's big. That's big. Spends the force.
He's already spent the force.
Oh, is he? Oh, dear. I was getting excited there. There was me getting excited. But, no, Vader should be fine here. I mean, he'd be very unlucky to take damage here.
Spends the focus.
So he had the lock there, didn't spend it. What do you think of that? If I'm Mike,
I would have spent that lock every day of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. You're getting those locks for free. You've paid 4 points. No, sorry. I keep forgetting it's Zam pilot, not crew.
I mean, imagine if that lock had hit there's a crit going into Vader this time.
Yeah. I think that was that's sort of the idea, right?
So when we talk about missed opportunities, that there's a missed opportunity there. I don't see a damage card on Vader, so maybe they've forgotten to add it.
No, it's there. It's actually the entire damage deck. It's on him. So Vader's dead. Vader has 33 hull damage.
So the Swedes are so kind. They're so kind.
So a question I have for you, Akhter, as the captain. You obviously approve all the squads that come through.
Yes.
Do you think that Zam is too passive mod heavy and Django is too passive mod light? Because I think in a lot of the other squads, when they run the double fire spray,
I think that's true. The theory that we had though was, if we have the 194 bid, it hugely influences the pairing process, because if you Django Zam into Django Zam or a mirror, you know, we always go second.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it was a conversation I'd had with Mike.
Yeah, and it was more about getting mirror, and it's also you can play ace lists and go second,
which is what's happening here.
And it gave us more options for this type of pairing. So this is one of the reasons. I'm still in a quandary about even bringing Django Zam, because we were very close to bringing the Swarm.
I think it was probably a good call. I think this is a solid squad. I just am always curious as to why, because I think one of Michael's complaints that I've heard him make is Django's not hitting hard enough. And I say to him, well, Django doesn't have any passive mods. So there's a trap set by Archie and a trap sprung by Archie.
And Seven Sister took the target lock so that Vessery could take advantage of that as well. Triple modded. See if Vader is gonna take it easy and hide behind the rock, or if he is
they're now realizing the entire damage deck is sitting on Vader. There we go. Problem solved.
Yes.
The Vader is on 1 force and 2 health.
Yeah.
So does he spend the force here to acquire a new lock? Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Chooses violence. He's kind of in a situation where he's going to have to trade Vader. Vader's what Vader's there to trade. You know, the Seventh Sister and Vessery are going to be incredibly difficult ships to burn. So
I think Michael here is considering a contraband cybernetics play. I suspect he's got 3 Talon in, or actually probably is considering a Seasoned Navigator change to a red maneuver. Possibly makes it a 2 bank instead of a 2 straight, which becomes red, and then uses contraband cybernetics to still get his action. So barrels in and takes a target lock on Vessery there. Interesting play.
But it's so hard to get the damage go through with the double mod.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably why he's chosen to burn the contraband and instead of doing the 2 straight boost has gone for the 2 bank just to get that range 1 with mods.
This is Vader spending that focus.
Just happy with that.
2 hits and a crit. Ooh. Taking 3.
Shields down, yeah. No, sorry, not shields down. Down to 1 shield on Django. Alright, he's really going to want to see 4 hits. Otherwise, yeah, this could be just a nothing, just a little bit of a noodle slap.
He's got the target lock.
Maybe the focus was the right call.
Yeah, that's 4 hits.
He'll take 4 hits.
So it's at least a shield down, but you know, it's a maximum of 3 damage.
You think he spends a focus?
I think he has to spend the focus.
Yeah. He's going to get the mods anyway on the
target lock.
The target lock. So, yeah, better to not trade. Sorry, better to trade 1 shield than 2.
This is a range 2 shot.
Yep. And he's still got that evade anyway, so he's still keeping 1 damage away.
Oh, you don't want to spend that focus though. Really?
He's doing it. He's doing it.
What are you doing, Michael? No. No.
Let's go jump in the chat. Let's tell him.
Okay.
if it had hit 3, if the 3 hits, 3 focuses, I would have spent. But
there will be a second shot here from Sam, or else.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I'm confused why he spent that focus even more, because
it could have
you
been
can
better.
save that for the return shot. Right, this is going to be a very happy shot here for Archie. Best shot he's probably had so far.
Nope. Spends the newly acquired target lock.
Probably spends his lock.
For 1. Taking it. Spends charges for the Sam shot. This is kind of lucky.
Dooku's a crit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the perfect roll for him there. He's very happy with that. Crit is not really in play due to the shields on Vessery, but there's no mods now on Vessery.
Ooh, takes it all.
The shields are down. That's
big. That's big.
I mean, we questioned Mike spending that focus before, but if he hadn't spent the focus, then that evade would still be out there.
Yeah. Well, that's big because now Vessery's in a situation where she can't take 1 more hit. And she had a wet noodle shot too.
No.
She's got the target lock. Oh, can't use her ability. Spends it and gets the hits, or yeah. That's the shame.
Takes 2.
That is shields down on Zam. She's hurting as well. But I mean, she's got a very clear drop here.
Yeah, it's very clear. It's a very clear drop. And I mean, Vessery's never going to be there.
No, but the seventh sister can just hard 1 to the right and start coming back around anyway, because she either catches behind a rock behind Zam, or she catches Zam in the side and can start coming back around.
Because Mike has to be careful here, because, you know, do you just do a 4K straight up with, I mean, I don't know if the 4K fits there. They've got a 5 forward, haven't they? No, they don't. So,
the fire sprays?
No, the defenders.
Yeah, but
I think they do.
Yeah, they do. But do you think Archie might switch targets here and go for Sam? Oh, go for Dango.
I don't know, because he could. The problem is Vessery's 4K doesn't fit, I don't think. Which is a problem. So he could just go for the 5K or just, it's difficult, or just reset Vessery. But Mike's in a situation here where Mike's going to be, Mike's going to be careful about the bump, because, you know, if he turns away and there's a 5 straight, he could bump onto that rock if he's not careful, depending on the maneuver he's set. But looking at the angle, you know, what happens if he does a 1 soft? I think he'll clip that rock if that's a 5 straight there. You know, 7th Sister might just try and block him. I don't know if she can block him either. It's difficult.
Yeah, I don't think 7th Sister's in a blocking position. She can 1 hard and boost to come around that rock, which is, I think, is probably the smartest idea, because it does allow you again just to sort of reset, because you either catch them on the side or you catch her running away.
This could be another scenario where dropping a bomb is actually not worth it.
Yeah, because Zam can hard in.
Yeah, Mike can do a straight 2, avoid the rock, have a rear shot on everything behind him, and you can get Django to turn in, like into the gap, and Vader will obviously trade with him, but then Vader could die. And there's potentially a double shot Vader, but I don't know. It's difficult.
Is there a good way for Django to be able to get a shot, maybe a 2 forward boost into Vader?
Well,
just to get that shot into Vader.
It depends what Vessery and 7th Sister does, because he could just do a hard 1, right, and just put his rear up.
There's a bomb there coming down from Zam, just 1. He's been very conservative with these bombs so far.
So if he's putting 1 bomb down there's no way Zam's turning in. Sorry, Django's turning in.
Yeah. So he's probably going for a Vader shot, maybe at the butt.
Yeah, and he's going to go, I would think he's going to go just directly straight.
So knowing Mike, I reckon he's got the 2 hard left.
No, I wouldn't do that, because I wouldn't do that because I think Vader's going to Vader knows he's on 2 hull. He's got to just trade. If I was Mike, I'd be doing a 4 straight.
Sorry, with Zam?
With Django.
Sorry, I meant Zam. Zam does 2 hard left.
I don't think he does. I think,
he does.
But he does now. But I mean,
I know him.
You just know him. The good thing is about that is he just shows you what everybody's just talked about. He's like, I don't know how to fly his list.
Yeah, that's a great move, and because he called it. He called the 5 straight. He called the 1 hard boost. He's now got a solid range 1 shot. He probably Dooku's a crit, and hopefully just has to use the focus to get a crit into.
And there's Vader coming in, as I suspected. Vader's hoping that he's turning in for a bump, and Vader's gone, I don't want to be here. And this is where Mike might have. I don't think Mike turns in because he put the bomb down. There's the straight, as I suspected.
He probably goes for a boost here and does a little hopscotch. Yeah,
he has to do a boost. It's a range 3 shot. It's not ideal for him, but
he's got the bombs to stop the Vader chase as well.
Vader can't follow him next turn.
Nah, not because then he's coming face to face with Zam as well.
Yeah, and the defender is in a bad place because the defender's on 1. You know, defender's like in a really bad place.
1 from half, yeah.
1 from half.
So Mike's definitely had the control of the game so far, it seems, especially with even with initiative moving after.
Oh,
so this Vader shot 3. Do you spend the focus?
I don't think
not.
I don't think he does.
You could get half to an unmodded. He does. He's going for it. He wants that half points.
He's going for violence.
How does that make you feel, Simon?
I took away the camera.
Right choice. I think it's the right choice.
Okay. Well, it's 3 dice. He could get the crit. There's only a shield on 1 shield on Django. Oh, gets a crit in. shield and a crit. That's half points as well on Django.
Django never makes it whenever I see the game. Just never does it.
Let's see if you can sneak and damage engine.
Oh, that's a terrible crit for Mike.
That's very bad, and he's burned out that contraband as well. So
it's a terrible crit. He has to do a 1 soft next turn.
It's a Zam. Zam's target lock is out there. So just 1, and he's fine.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, see, that's where the danger of having no passive mods on Django hurts, because when you need to get that boost in, you just throw in nothing. This is the real shot that could swing it.
This is the Zam shot that really matters. Oh,
so he Dooku to crit, so he'll probably change 1 to a crit. Oh, has he missed the Dooku there? No, yeah, he has. No, because he's got the force flipped, so he probably Dooku to crit and forgot to change it. Oh, he's going to be sad he didn't remember that crit. That's 2.
Could have done something more.
Ouch.
I mean, it's not so bad because now he's in a situation where Vesri just has to turn and just do a shot, but it's not a great thing. I think the only thing he's got is a K turn.
I suspect another 2 hard from Zam. Just really
Correct.
trying to keeping the arc in play on if the defender turns around
Vader.
And keeps Vader a little bit afraid.
Yeah, I think Vader turns away because he knows the 2 hard's coming. Django can do a 1 soft and then not have a damage engine and then do a 1 soft and be back into a situation where he can actually do something.
So where does Seventh Sister go here? Does she just keep on the chase? Does she turn in? Because Zam's still got 3 bombs sitting in the canisters there. Does she just drop 2?
I think Zam drops 1 because I don't think the second one's going to do anything. I think that the defender, who is now well and truly halved, it's interesting. First read with 1, and he forgot that crit. Could have been a direct for all you know.
He may not have called the crit. He may have, but I can't imagine what else he would have called on that. So I think, it might have been a bit of a misplay from Mike there. Because, that could have been massive. That could have been a weapons failure, a structural...
Just imagine if it's a disabled power regulator for the next turn.
Yeah. Oh, boy. But I don't think it's nowhere near over. I mean, Mike has a 29-point lead, if my quick maths is working for me.
This game is going to go down to the, who knows what,
Yeah, Zam's 1 more damage away from half, and then that's got Archie in the lead.
Actually, this is where I miss triggers is where you pay your penance.
I did mention it at earlier in the game, right? There's so many triggers on Mike's side of the board that it's really easy to just miss them. And you get so excited. You roll, 4 pictures and you're over the moon. You forget that you'd actually sort of guaranteed yourself a crit. So it's easy to make those sort of mistakes.
Yeah, we got confirmation in the chat that he could evade earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat. That's why you're here, because we're not really paying attention.
Yeah, we're on we're on a 2-minute delay as well. So
yeah. So that's interesting. But that's a big thing. I mean, you know, does he even bug out with Vessery and not engage Vessery for the rest of the game?
No, I know. I mean, he could sort of, he could do a 3 hard and then boost in just to be annoying.
I think that's a difficult move because the 3 hard with a boost, because Django is definitely doing a 1 soft.
Yeah.
Double bomb.
He's dropping 2 bombs, is he?
Yeah.
Well, I would have dropped 1, but then I've already proven that I don't know how to fly this.
But if Seventh Sister is turned in, there's a chance he gets both on there.
Yeah, true.
And of course, yeah, Django dropping a bomb. He knows that neither of his ships are going to eat it, and it just says to Vader, "Hey, if you're really hungry, you're going to have to eat this first."
Yeah, you know.
Yep, Vessery getting out of there. Not worth it.
Yeah,
you got 2 hull left. Just
it's
take away
points.
boost.
It's you know, it's 42 points that you're not giving up.
Ooh.
Yep. So probably a barrel roll focus, right? You don't have the lock. He's hovering over the barrel roll. Yep. Yeah, you don't want to take both of those.
100%. He's out. He's not having any of that.
Yeah, we've got a couple.
The good thing is because of his position. I don't think it matters where Zam goes. He's going to get a shot onto Zam.
The only thing here for Archie that there was a 1 hard. I would have thought it too, but it probably would have gummed up Django. The only thing here for Archie is a good strategy is probably just to feed Seventh Sister in there, and hopefully that allows then Vader and Vessery to do something in return. But at the moment, and we'll see what Vader does, but at the moment it's looking like Seventh Sister will probably be the only one to get any quality shots. Oh, no, I take that all back. Vader is like, I know I'm going to die, but I'm taking someone with me.
I always suspected he was going to turn away personally because I knew he was thinking of jamming him in, but, you know, it was obvious that Zam was going to do that. It's not the best position for Zam now because that's a good move from Vader to get the rock defense from Zam shots and potentially get out of arc from that 1 soft, which I don't know if he does. But...
I'm going to swivel myself and have a look. No, that is out. There's plumb out. So he does the boost.
Interesting.
Giving himself a range 3 defense, but I think maybe making that oh, he gets both of them with that back bomb. That looks like Seventh Sister is eating both.
This is huge for Vessery if Vessery rolls a hit.
Or a crit even. And he's checking to see if Zam has the range for the crit with Dooku, but she doesn't.
Okay, this is massive if that hit on Vessery hits.
It's only 1. And I mean, even if he takes a strain here, that doesn't feel good either. He's hoping for a blank.
Yes.
He gets it.
I'm not biased. I'm not biased at all.
I saw the hit and I was like, oh, he's... Because I think that would have been humongous.
That was beautiful. Yes! I'm going to hope for a blank on this one as well. I'm with you, Simon.
There we go. 1 damage.
Wrong way round. Wrong way round.
Solid drop on those the two bombs, though. He was right. So here's Vader as well copying. I think these are the first bombs that have actually hit. If that's right. So, and all three ships copying a bomb in this round.
That's a Dooku bomb.
Yep. So he's putting a crit in. That's a crit.
This is big. This is big.
That's very big. It's a panic.
Come on. No.
Stun.
I
Stun
think
pilot.
Karma. I think Karma would be a direct hit here.
Stun pilot.
No, stun pilot's good. Stun pilot's perfect. Just don't fly badly. But this does it does create a problem because you've got 2 aces now on, or 2 of the ships now on one hull.
Well, and the Vessery's on 2 hull, but essentially, yeah, they're not. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. Vessery is on 1 hull. I keep forgetting it's 4-3, not 3-4.
Yeah, and it's like. Now, I suspect Vader will be fine here, but it's interesting.
So I didn't see who he pinged there, but he's rolling 3 dice, so it would have been Django.
He's going for Django.
He's going to hit Django, surely.
That's 3, including 1 crit.
So Django is no mods here. He's not in danger of exploding, but he is in danger of taking a crit.
Oh, he's got no mods, so he's probably, unless Mike gets... He hasn't been lucky with his evades, to be fair.
Taking a
That's
hit
average. Hitting a crit. There's the direct. Wrong ship. Wrong ship. Django making the choice of I didn't ping, but I'm assuming it's Vessery. That's sort of like the only choice there, right?
I think you go for Vessery. He's worth,
Only 3 dice.
So he does go in on 7th Sister.
Yeah.
Knowing that she's shooting back, trying to maybe strip, spends the focus, hoping that he can get 2 natural hits and use 7th Sister's ability on the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Vader's on 1. I mean, he's got 4 dice, so I guess it's a good chance he survives the shot, but...
Yeah.
Hit crit. She's on 1 away from half.
That's obstructed.
Is he shooting? I think he's shooting 7th Sister.
I think he's shooting 7th Sister.
Right.
Oh, gets the half. That's the half.
The half points.
So that's one thing that Archie's done well is he's not really given... if you put any of the damage into these ships onto 1, that's a dead ship. So, I mean, he's got all the ships at half now, but no dead ship. So there's definitely value in that, right? So that's into Django. Django's got 2 left. This could do it.
Probably dies here.
No.
No, yeah, she hasn't. 7th Sister has actually had the worst dice of every ship today. She just has not. Yeah, that's the same roll she had, and then she re-rolled into blanks last turn.
Evaded.
Oh, and he gets the evade. Pure disrespect.
Oh dear. Okay.
So we've got 18 minutes just ticked over there. So just under 18 minutes left in the game. Zam reveals her card and recovers both charges. She's back at full again. Yeah, I don't necessarily love either player's position, but Django is going to get a death knell shot. So he's definitely not...
Oh, Django dies this next turn.
Yeah, but it's whether or not he can get a quality shot in on someone.
I think Django just goes 4 straight.
Yeah, I think so. Because then
exactly what he does.
Maybe you get a shot into Vessery, and then maybe you live. I mean, Vessery's probably doing a 4K, right?
Just do a 4 straight.
Yeah.
If you do a 4 straight, 7 Sisters moving first. Unless 7 Sister it predicts it and does a hard left and barrel rolls, which I don't think will still block it.
Or gives you anything other than a block, if that.
Yeah. And then the other issue you have is because Mike did the one hard, he's really stuck. He can't turn left because he hits the rock.
Yeah.
So he probably has to do a soft right. And Vader could just get himself in a position where he just allows that to be a bump. And he still gets a shot on Django.
Yeah. So we also got a lot of people subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for doing that. If you like what you see, you should also hit a thumbs up, because that's very important on YouTube.
I think Mike can do a 4 straight here with Zam. But I'm not sure if he clips that rock with 4 straight on the template.
I think he does.
But I think if he...
With Zam?
Yeah.
The 4 straight. I mean, it puts you on the rock, right? You bump into Vader.
Yeah, because Vader is still there.
Oh, yes. Vader is still there. I got my order wrong. So, yeah, so his only real move is a soft left. Soft right.
And a boost, yeah. So soft right, and then a one bank right, then just a boost, because then you probably catch Vader then in your rear arc.
Or you do a soft right and stay there, take a mod for 7th Sister.
Yep. But I mean, you want to sort of kill Vader, right? you got to kill Vader.
Yeah, but Vader's going to predict that. So Vader is either going to just take the bump or go for a 4K or something. Yeah, maybe he goes for a 4K. It's difficult because he's got it. You know, the thing is Vessery right now. Vessery's best move is to do a K turn and just kill Django. Because probably
Vessery Django 4K then boosted and then has a focus and an evade out there. It's probably just left it out there from last turn.
I mean, the only other option is Django because Django's got that weapon that the damage engine is super predictable now. So
I think that blocks the 4. Does that block the 4 straight there? Zam, this is for contraband cybernetics. Zam still had the contraband. I don't know if I love that though. You've just given Vader your entire right-hand side flank. I really don't like that.
No, I don't like that at all. Because he should have done his thing and then contrabanded the turn after.
Yep. Yeah, because that would have been a great shot.
And then that would have given him a brilliant shot. I don't like this at all.
This is going to
because this was exactly what we thought would happen.
Yeah.
And had he done the one soft and then boosted as we predicted, Vader's getting shot.
Yeah, he would have caught Vader, absolutely. Yeah, that was what I was looking at, was the one bank boost. Basically,
that's a terrible move, to be honest.
Yeah. So this is great. This is Archie's turn to really pull it back. You got to hope Vessery finishes off Django. Django will have a shot into Vader. So
yeah, see, this was always going to happen because of we knew the block was coming. So Django's best opportunity was to either just pray that he's going to get hit, but he's going to get shot. So I guess his only real hope is that he gets a kill shot on Vader.
Yeah, but that's dice.
But he's got no choice. He's never going to kill. He's never going to kill the defender. So he might as well go for Vader.
Ooh, that is a great roll from Vader there.
This is where Mike pays the penalty for playing a talent roll where he didn't need to.
Yep.
Did not need to do that.
Yep. He's getting he's probably getting a crit in, which is just happy days.
That was a major mistake in my opinion.
His fire control systeming.
Yeah.
Ooh. So he's got no force. He's having a look around. He's having a think. Could be a big call.
I mean, yeah. So he can take her out. Him. Well, that's Sam, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
So he
Mike has
saves
to pay the price.
Dooku's an evade.
and got the
Should have
evade.
saved it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the focus, right?
Takes
Yeah.
1 crit, and that's half points.
See, this is where you've got to calculate your
Gunpowder.
points and work out what is your sensible move. And that I don't understand why you wouldn't just do a one-side boost.
Mike still got the lead by 1 point, but that was a real risky play. I think
But he's in a really bad place now.
Yeah, I think he was thinking maybe Vader would do a fast move, but there was no value in Vader doing
There was no value in that. There was no value in that.
So did Django not have arc? Did I miss? Yeah, I did miss that. That was way off.
I'm not sure if they...
I think you may have missed Django. Yeah.
That's evaded. There we go. One.
And with the evade, yeah, he knows that doesn't do anything.
He will get another chance.
All right, here goes Vessery. Vessery doesn't have crack shot active there. No bullseye. But he's got 3 shots. He shouldn't have a focus out there because he did do a boost. Spends the focus that he shouldn't have for 3.
Right, so doesn't matter now, because we could go in, and since we got 2 captains here, we could go in.
But yeah, good point. But no, I think that's resolved itself. Zam trigger. It was the yep. If you shoot me, I'll shoot you back. So shooting back into.
No, this is a
Oh, sorry.
2-die shot into Django. Spends the force? No?
Into Zam. That'll be 7 sister into Zam. Ooh, Zam takes the 2. That puts her on 3 hull remaining. This is looking much better for Archie.
Michael is still in the lead by 1 point.
Yeah, but and without killing Vader here, he's in a very rough spot.
Ooh. That's an evade token.
Blanks it. Yeah, she's got the evade.
Ooh. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock, roughly.
8 minutes, 8 and just over 8 minutes on the table timer.
I'm going to have to be bold and make a captain's decision, the captain's point here, and I'll say Michael's thrown the game away with that maneuver.
Yeah, I think the Talon roll hurt him so much.
He absolutely threw that game away, just from there. If he does the 1 soft boost, he guarantees that he gets a shot on Vader, and he's also in a situation where he's still got a chance to run away, doesn't lose the ship, still on 4 points.
And let's not forget, he had a target lock on Vader as well, so that's
correct.
That's a guaranteed crit, probably, a solid chance of a crit into Vader, or even just a damage. That's why he's on 1 health, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a real chance of killing Vader there.
You trade Django for Vader, because Vader takes the shot into Django and probably kills him. And then you're running away happy days with at that point, I think, was still a not halved Zam.
Yeah. But Vader could also initiative kill Sam with a little bit of luck.
Yeah, he can now. He wouldn't have had the shot if he'd one bank boosted.
He wouldn't have, if he one bank boost, he would have had no shot.
But we'll. I think this is definitely now. The momentum has turned to Archie, and I think Archie.
Oh no, the game
pull this away.
I think if Michael wins this game, he literally needs to buy a lottery ticket, because he can't possibly win from here. I think it would be almost impossible from this point.
How do you say you can't save Zam? Right, Zam's dying.
Zam's dead. Django's not going to live for much longer. I mean, it was a terrible talent roll. Absolutely terrible. You know, you got to stop and think about your points, and Michael's obviously not done that. And that's the problem. You've got one hard. See, the problem is now you're in a situation where you need every bit of variance to go your way.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? He's put it totally in the dice's hands here. The dice are the only things that can save him. Zam is not getting a shot.
But he needs variance on both sides. He needs to get all the variance his way.
Yeah. And
he needs to make sure that literally Archibald can't roll anything but blanks. And with force points and stuff, it's not going to happen.
And is Django going to take anyone with him?
And the terrible thing is he played such a great game up until that point. And then what he did is he literally just, unfortunately, you have to be honest, when you're playing at this level, he threw the game away.
Yeah, I don't see any maneuver where Zam can go and either not get blocked by Seven Sister, or get out of the one straight from Vita.
Oh, believe me, Akhter, I've seen some weird stuff happening in the last 2 minutes of a few games, so I'm not gonna take this victory until time is up.
Oh no, I'm there. I'm 100% there with you. You've got to see it happen.
Yeah,
I can hear the Swedish national anthem playing in the background. So.
No, that's my kid crying. So. Oh. So Flipster is asking in the chat what the score is so far between Sweden and Australia. It is
3-3 will be
3-2 at the moment. So
it will be 3-3,
which makes the game that is streaming in 1.5 hours all the more important on the SydneyCitySpaceSlugs Twitch channel.
Indeed, and have a look in the show notes. There is a link to the SydneyCitySpaceSlugs Twitch channel.
It will be myself and a fellow slug, Jim, hosting the commentary for that wonderful game. And in fact, Tom Harper, who is also a fellow slug, will be playing in it. And we also have, I think it's Eric? No, Andreas.
No, Andreas. It's Andreas Carlson, yes.
Yes. So it's pretty much auto maneuvers in here, right? Vessery, 4 forward, maybe a 1 bank or a 1 forward from Veda.
I can't believe the maneuver before. I'm just sorry. I'm still shocked by that talent. I'm just absolutely shocked.
I'm guessing there'll be a bit of a locker room talk, maybe a few bruises on Michael after this game, Akhter.
Let's just say that your suggestion before about a sack full of door handles might be used. There might be a reenaction of Full Metal Jacket.
I wish to be a fly on the wall for that. All right, the boys look like they're all set. We've got some bombs dropping. I mean, Zam's on 3.
I'd drop everything I've got because I'm not going to be alive next turn.
Yeah, but I mean, you're opening up Zam for proper pain there. You're really hoping to catch Vader with that and take Vader out before he can take out Zam. Zam didn't drop one. She had one left in the tank, didn't she? Yeah, she had one left in the tank. I'm surprised he didn't do that.
This is classic Archie move. Taking it easy. not do any 3. And I mean, but he's not. Yeah, he did a 3. Otherwise, it would be classic Archie to maybe do a 2 just to try to catch the opponent off guard.
I mean, Django's doing a 4 straight, right? Oh, Zam punched in the 1 bank. I don't know if a boost fits. But that straight boost definitely doesn't fit. He's going to go for it. Oh, it fits. So Vader, that 1 bank, will be pretty happy. Oh, he might actually get a shot, but there's a 4K.
Oh, that's
no.
a dead Vader.
No. Oh, no. So I'm guessing we'll have to start the talks again. The locker room, a few bruises maybe for Archie after this one. Vesri, I think, has the crack shot set up, so he's going to get a good shot into Zam, but Zam has taken Vader out before that happens.
Yeah. Is that Vader's lock, or is it?
It is Zam's lock.
I mean, it's seven sisters lock. So that Vesri gets.
Oh, and he Dooku's a crit. Yeah, dead Vader.
Thank you, Vader.
Vader did his job, though.
And a strain. Oh, sorry, I thought that was a roll. Oh, a strain on Zam.
Yes.
Still a chance. There's no mods on the table now.
If Sam goes down, that's 51 points.
And that's time. Yeah, this Zam has to not die or kill. I mean, you shoot 7th sister, right? She's actually got less mod. She does have more health.
No, you shoot. She's got 2 health. I think you shoot because she's got the V token, right?
Yeah.
So you have to shoot Vesri.
But I mean, you've got 4 dice into 3, and she's got
true.
Only
and
a 4 evade. And if you kill her,
that's 4 dice too, and it's 4 dice.
That puts you above the dead Zam.
It's going for the
swing.
It's going for Vesri.
I think that's not the right call, but
that's not optimal.
Ooh.
Yeah, one damage.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have mattered anyway with 4 dice. He doesn't matter what he rolls here, does it?
No, he's got an evade. He's got loads of evade.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: Zam does have another shot back. So it's not even if Zam dies. If she could somehow make the most incredible full dice into blank dice shot back into Vesri.
See, I see what Mike's doing there. I think Mike, what he was doing is trying to strip a token.
Yeah.
There we go. Spends the target lock. No. Trying to get the crits. Oh!
Gets it. That's dead Zam.
Oh my god.
And Michael pays the price for a terrible barrel roll.
But that's a shot back. Vesri's got 1.
Yeah. Now he has to literally pray that he gets perfect dice here.
Oh, he's
1 so far. That's 2.
Oh, he can do it, but it needs blank dice. So I think
he needs three blanks, right?
Or actually, just 0 evades. 0 evades will do it. Nope, he gets it. Well done to Archie. That very unfortunate 4K still left him in a good enough spot.
I'm shaking. So this is the game is still on, Akhter. We're coming for you.
It's still on. I feel bad because I don't think that I think we played a brilliant game here up until the Talon.
Yeah.
I really do think that was a terrible move, and unfortunately, that's, we nearly got lucky, nearly diced our way out of jail, but Django didn't have enough. Zam had 3 hull, and he got hit by 3, and he didn't roll any evades.
No.
With the strain on him, he had to do through the damage into him, and he got super unlucky with the with that thing, and he nearly got away with it. Nearly got away with it.
The dice taketh and the dice giveth.
Yeah, but the problem is you, in this game, if you allow yourself to basically win on a dice roll, if you can avoid that, you must try and avoid that, because X-Wing will always burn you. How many games I have clutched defeat from the jaws of victory so many times by doing something stupid with the dice, right? And allowing myself to be in a position where I put myself in a position where I just shouldn't, and think of the long term. And it happens. And if you do that, you will often pay the price for it. And great, it's a great thing. You can't blame Archibald. Did exactly what he should have done. Got the trap, got in there, put him in, put the K-turn in. Mike got himself into a real bad spot. Then he got lucky with some shots, and then unfortunately he got hit with a strain, and it's 3 versus 1, and Vessery rolled 3 hits. So you pay the price. As I say, you pay the price for if you put yourself in the dice gods. You better hope that you've been a good boy all year. Otherwise, otherwise they'll remember.
Oh, anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, both Cam and Akhter. It's been a pleasure having you on. Don't forget to watch the last and final game for the Sweden-Australia matchup on SydneyCitySpaceSlugs later on.
Yes, please do, everyone. It was going live in 1 hour and 15 minutes. So please join us on Twitch for that. Thanks, Simon, for having both myself and Suresh on. It was a lot of fun, actually. I enjoyed commentating where I didn't also have to manage the stream.
Yeah.
So anytime, I'm happy that I can talk for hours. It's talking while also fiddling with things that makes it difficult.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, well, thank you everyone who's been watching, and hit a thumbs up, give the video a comment. I will be cutting these 2 games apart and post them later on so that it will be easier to access. Thank you, Akhter, again, and fly casual.
No worries. Yeah, no worries. Close game. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.